Morning from Spain, Clyde here. I am heading out of mile 260.1-ish, and I'm back on the Camino. It is about 7:45. Earliest start I've gotten on this trail, shortly after dawn. I was actually up, dressed, and made some lunch by 6:30-ish, but I just hung around until daybreak started and other people started moving before I started packing up. This place is pretty beautiful. Got the mountains in the background, got the ocean behind me. That was a nice day at the albergue. There's no Wi-Fi, but got my devices charged, and I'm feeling pretty good today. Haven't really checked the forecast. Hope it doesn't rain, but today is it's kind of a loose day. I know where I'm going. I'm shooting for La Isla, about 16.5 miles from here. I have no reservation. There's a couple of hostels in the area. It looks like the Pilgrim Hostel is closed temporarily, according to Google. I'll still check it out just in case. And then the other hostel doesn't do online reservations, so I'm just gonna show up and hopefully they have a room. Okay, I just wanted to call attention to this little innocuous crossroad here, because this is mile 261.3, which means I am officially halfway finished with the Camino Del Norte. Yeah, so like I said, I'm in a pretty good mood. Maybe it's the early start. Got to bed relatively early for midnight for once. Not hiker midnight, like actual midnight. I think because we're still, always so close to civilization and electricity. We still have like a lot of blue light exposure, so I'm not just falling asleep at dusk like I was on the PCT. Plus, you're sharing a room with a lot of people. So it's been an interesting experience. Halfway done now, so kind of feel like I'm finding my groove. I have a sandwich to look forward to later. So yeah, feeling pretty good. Well, even though I followed the arrows, or I thought I was, I am way off route. But this road should still eventually reconnect with it. Yeah, getting lost out here isn't, let me drop off some garbage. Getting lost out here isn't as bad as it can be, like on the big trails. At least out here, if you get lost, you're still basically in civilization usually. I remember on the PCT, I went the wrong way, downhill. It was either a 2-mile backtrack back up or crossing a river. So I just did a river ford in ice cold water in the middle of the wilderness. Pretty dangerous. But possible death, backtracking 2 miles. There's pros and cons to each. And just like that, I'm back on the trail. Okay, next town coming up, a couple miles. One of the first of 2 bigger towns we're going through today. The second being the one I'm shooting for, La Isla. This one, it's a little beach town called Riba de Sela. Once I get there, I think I'll be spending most of my time by the coast until I get to La Isla. So it's been a nice walk so far, just kind of rolling ups and downs, mostly flat. Feels kind of like the miles are just flying by. Okay, approaching the town of Riba de Sela. Yep, as expected, it looks like it gets a little more mountainous along the coast. Descending in town currently, and probably have to climb out of it. Okay, based on my limited Spanish, I think we're going to be entering a historical district. Yeah, it looks like I'm truly descending into the town. Okay, it's been pretty interesting. Just kind of going through narrow, winding little side streets that are, I guess, just pedestrian only. And there's no real, it's kind of like it's like a maze or a labyrinth. I can't really just cut through to the other side. Have to follow the path. Okay, looks like it's opened up somewhat, so I am thinking I'll stop by a corner store, maybe get something to drink, and then maybe find a place to sit down for lunch. Okay, guys, it is 9:45, so it's about 2 hours since I left. I'm exactly 6 miles in, and I've got a sandwich ready to go. I bought a couple of extras from the store, got some soda, a little pastry, some chips. I guess it's a little early for lunch, but I am about 10 miles from where I need to be. It's still pretty early. And that sandwich has mayo on it, so I don't want to let it sit for more than a couple of hours. So yeah, I am going to eat, maybe stick around for half hour, 45 minutes, and then head out.
Y por aquí andando, ¿cómo está? Igual, parecido.
No, por aquí sí que hay carretera. Desde el final de la playa, pueden coger esta de aquí, esa carretera.
Gracias.
Where are you from, please?
San Francisco.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just wrapped up lunch. Stopped by the tourism office, got a stamp. It's about 10:35, and I'm back on the trail. Okay, trail's actually like a block over, but why not walk along the water? Got a nice boardwalk here. Okay, about 10 miles to go. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of elevation between here and there. See a pretty big mountain in front of us here. But it's still early in the day. It's not even 11 yet. Should have plenty of time to get there. Even though I have no definite plans on where I'm staying tonight. This must be a pretty affluent neighborhood. High walls and shrubbery. That's pretty nice. Looks like I'm just strolling through for the next mile or so. Made my way out of town. Looks like I'm just kind of do some back roads until I get back to the coast. Oh, this road walk was a little deceptive. Like it looks flat, but there's like a kind of a gradual uphill incline to it, so it was stretched out over the last mile. Kind of felt like I was moving underwater. Wow, this hiker's pack must have weighed a ton. Okay, that was just a bit of a slog. Windy little paved roads, but looks like I've returned to the water. Oh, it's a pretty quaint little village. Well, I wanted to stop at the beach, but pretty like a little ways off trail. Did like a side path, and there's a couple of restaurants, but none of them seem to be open. I just kind of feel like I need to take a break for 5 or 10. Yeah, I'm feeling a little borked. Okay, just gonna take a page from the old Quiet Philosophy Handbook, and I will just take a break when I get to town. Man, after slogging through that mud tunnel, this breeze feels pretty good. Now, I'm not sure, but I think straight ahead there is the town I'm shooting for. Yeah, it sure would be nice if I could just walk along the beach to get there, but looks like it's just like impassable cliff faces for large chunks of it. It's not just it won't just be a beach stroll, fortunately. So have to go through the thick of it. No, this could make a decent campsite. It's a little muddy, but could do in a pinch. Okay, just stopped by a bar that was right off the trail. Got myself a pint, rested up a bit, ready for the final push to La Isla. Okay, just kind of a boring road walk out of town for the most part. Back on a kind of a dirt road. Okay, that was last big climb done. Okay, just walking down through some back farm roads, a couple miles from town. You can see that there is a shop that sells pizzas. I am kind of looking forward to that. Okay, I tore myself away from just staring at the ocean and I'm actually trying to get to town. Oh, that was majorly demoralizing. I actually still have 1.3 miles to go. Okay, road walk to town. 1 mile. I gotta develop like a hiker theory of mile relativity. It always seems like the last mile is always the longest. Now, that is art. Well, my camera died, and I don't want to go through the rigmarole of unpacking my battery pack to charge it, so phone it is until we get to town. Right as my back and feet started giving out. Okay, I'm gonna check in. Okay guys, I'm all checked in. I have to wrap this up pretty quick because I have 2% battery life on my camera. So did 16.3 miles today. Ascent was about 1,500, descent 1,800. And I'm at mile 277.1. So thank you for joining me on this episode. I will be back tomorrow for another day on the Camino del Norte. Goodbye forever.